Yeah, this would be, as the Times says, a seismic change. It would certainly be the biggest change that Kevin Warsh has contemplated or undertaken. We've seen some, what seemed at the time, big changes, shortening quite a bit the Fed's post-meeting policy statement, and he has suggested that he could reduce the number of press conferences that he delivers after Fed decisions. But reducing the number of meetings would be a very large break with precedent, and I think certainly would rattle could potentially rattle markets and leave them, I suppose, guessing more about what the Fed is going to do next, which we saw this week. They don't really like not knowing where the Fed is heading.
Yeah, I mean, is this a result of the meeting not going so well, or at least the interpretation? I mean, the timing is kind of interesting here, Kate.
I mean, I really couldn't speculate. We obviously are asking all of our sources to help us confirm this. According to the report, Kevin Warsh brought it up at the meeting this week, and they reported he suggested this could be a decision that's made before their next gathering in September. That would be surprising, a decision that consequential to be made that quickly. In other areas, when Warsh was asked or has been asked about potential changes, he's kind of signaled that he's going to leave a lot of the discussion on these bigger questions up to the 5 task forces that he's assembled to look at different areas of how the Fed conducts policy. So I don't know, but it would certainly seem to be a very quick decision if it was made before the next Fed meeting.
Kate, would it make the Fed less nimble to react quickly? Because they can just do emergency rate moves. We've seen that in recent history. They don't have to meet to do this.
That's true. Yeah. I mean, I think they would probably argue that it doesn't. Anytime they need to respond to changes in the economy in between their meetings, they can hold emergency meetings, and they've done that.
That's a really good point. I mean, I do remember when we used to get surprise moves. I think about that, and it sounds like, oh, remember the days.
Well, it wasn't even that long ago. During COVID, we got it.
That's true. But I mean, and it really would have an impact on the markets, right? And I do feel I wonder what's next. Does he limit the Fed members from speaking because they speak a lot? Like, if you want to limit communication, or is that a useful tool in kind of getting some of the message out or differing points of views?
Sure. The communications piece of it, there has been a really big question. We talked to a lot of people because Warsh, of course, had made these comments and floated these ideas even before he was confirmed as the chairman. And, most people seem to agree or believe that you can't really restrict other policymakers from getting out there and speaking. So I think that we expect that they will continue to. Now, it seems like it's been a little bit quiet lately. That does tend to happen in the summertime, so it's a little early to tell whether there has been any kind of influence. I mean, there could be a little bit of a grace period or deferring a bit for some of them to the new chairman, but I don't think we would be very surprised if we saw a big change in, as you say, maybe the number of public remarks from other officials.
Things change.
Well, it raises the question, too, about the communicating, because communication happens a lot of different ways. One of the ways is when Fed speakers are out there and they're allowed to speak and they're all able to say really whatever they want to the press and to give press conferences, or to give speeches, rather, do interviews. The other part of it has to do when the Fed chair actually speaks, and that's certainly when everybody tunes in at the same time. So there's no, it's not really. I think people could argue, well, the members of the Fed would still be able to communicate, even if there were fewer press conferences and they met fewer times.
Sure. And if those members wanted to give guidance on where they see the economy headed and where they see interest rates headed, they could certainly do that, even if Kevin Warsh couldn't. So it's hard to know what the argument really would be, and then to argue the counterpoint when we don't fully know what would be the reasoning behind this. But we'll keep asking and reporting it out ourselves.